Sorry, I was going to have a really bad cough there for a second. But, yeah, I'm at 100, supply is 91. And I do actually end up losing my observer to his missile turret right here. But the observer did get enough information for me. Saw he had a missile turret, saw he had 2 bunkers, so I know he's going to try to turtle up right here and hold it down for the most part. And then he says, why make an observer, you map hack? And I'm just, it's just hilarious. It really is. So this kid actually believes that. Now I'm dropping down 4 more gates, working on my double upgrades as you can see. Or single upgrade, and I guess I forgot to click ground level 1 at one point. No big deal there. And of course we're working on my robo facility, trying to get out a couple Colossus. Because again, Colossus do so well against Terran units. But then again, I don't want to get too many Colossi because all they have to do is get a lot of Vikings, and the Vikings just destroy them. So I want to get about 2 or 3 before I attack, and then I'll tech switch to something else. I do have the 1 Immortal here just to take out some type of Marauders. Really, it would have been nice probably to get maybe a total of 3 or 4 Immortals and do a Mortal Stalker. I would actually want to try that one time against a Terran player because the Stalkers counter the Marines, the Immortals counter the Marauders, but the Marauders counter the Stalkers and Marines counter the Immortals. So it's all about who clicks on what units, and I would of course separate them in that regard. As you saw though, I did clear up the rocks right here, so I do plan on taking that expansion in the not too distant future. He does finally use 1 scan for a change to see exactly that I have a huge army right there. And 138 supply to 114, big deal there. I do have Blink finally. I will eventually of course work on getting Zealot Charge, because that's definitely a must-have when you're playing Protoss versus Terran. It does appear there is a drop over here of a lot of Marauders. Looks like 8 Marauders here, and they will just destroy my base easily. He's doing a good job, of course. He was doing a good job taking out the pylons, but now he's going to take out a lot of the gateways. And I'm not too worried about it, because I do have my army here. I do have my Stalkers. Of course, I do have Blink. I'm going to Blink in here and actually take out the medvacs first, and as you can see I took both medvacs out and he lost every single unit and of course got pissed off again. But if you look at units lost tab, he's still ahead of me. Yeah, I lost some buildings, but he lost 2 medvacs and 8 Marauders, so I think we came out about the same in that engagement there. Oh, I'm dying. Just hope I live a little bit longer at least. And working, of course, on Zealot Charge. Looks like production tab. Of course, working on my upgrades. He's working on his level 1 or level 2 attack and level 1 defense. That's actually exactly what I'm working on as well. Level 2 and level 1, just because I misclicked earlier. Usually I'd be 2-2 by now. Dropping down 3 more gateways at this point. I believe I have 12. Nope, got 9 of them at this moment. I do, and of course, end up getting more. Zealot Charge is about 20 seconds away from getting completed, and got a Colossus on the way. Already researched thermal lamps, and I'm going to try and stay ahead of them. Got to get a Nexus here. Got an Observer right here just to see any type of drop possible, or if he's going to destroy the rocks here. And then I also got this Observer over here patrolling, just to see if there's any type of drop that might come in the back door. He's already done it once, so there's a good possibility that he might do it again. Now there is 1 lonely Viking out here for some reason. Again, this guy's an idiot. So yeah, I'm just going to destroy it real quick. Why not? I Chrono Boost an empty Robo facility. I do actually end up hitting the Colossus here in a second. And do have 2-1 upgrades on my units. But I will end up getting 2-2 here in a minute. And there were 3-2 I should say. And decided to drop down another Robo facility so I can double produce Colossus. And hopefully have enough army to actually push forward here in the not too distant future. I did keep trying to scout with a Zealot, but for some reason I forgot to take him out of my control group. I eventually do that, but yeah, unfortunately I keep sending him out to scout and then hit my control group and move him back over here, but you know, I forgot to unselect him, I guess is the way to do it. Spending my money a lot. As you can see, I'm always down below 100 if I can be. But at this point, I don't really know what's going on now. I have 3 bases, so I'm assuming that he does as well. It's a good chance that he might. I don't think he's going to go for here, but he might. He does have a siege tank positioned very nicely over here. But I do end up coming in with my units, do end up getting the charge lots. My charge lots, unfortunately, are in a very bad position. Very, very bad position. He's got a lot of Vikings here, as you can see. And as you can see, my Colossus just died immediately. I do have a great concave right here, though, so a lot of my units are shooting compared to his. And for the most part, I'm just destroying his units, especially since I got that Guardian Shield up. But I don't want to commit too much to an attack here. Did lose my one and only Immortal. So I'm going to back out a little bit. I actually end up picking off these Vikings here. And then I'm going to pull back. Just because, again, I have a couple more Colossus, and I'm rebuilding units over here. So then I can resupply very, very quickly. Now, I probably could Chrono Boost out my Warp Gates, which I think I do eventually. And it looks like I have a lot of idle probes right here. But I'm on 3 bases. When I did that attack, I'm pretty sure I came out victorious. But if you look at the units lost tab, I've actually lost more than he has at this point. So I'm relying on... in my mind, I thought I did do better than he did. But... you know, in retrospect, it doesn't appear that I am. Now, my Zealots are in a better position. They are up front, so I can do an attack. Same time, I do have the Zealots searching for any type of expansion over here. And I'm going to push the attack a little bit. Do block his units from going up the ramp. And I'm just going to back out a little bit. Looks like he's trying to put another barracks down, so just going to destroy that one other barracks. One less thing he can build from. Looks like 2 Marauders wanted to chase down that Zealot, but unfortunately unable to do so. And now for the most part, I want to keep him on his back foot. I want to keep building units, keep up the pressure. At the same time, I believe I go for a Templar Archives, so I'm going to tech switch up, because you want to tech switch up if you can. Now my Zealots come in here just roasting away these Marauders. Roasting away. Not really. Just come in here and attacking the Marauders. This Zealot still is moving around, hasn't found anything. And of course he says fucking bullshit. Because, again, he's not really that good. And of course I say, yes, you are. Because, really, guys, you be the judge. You be the judge of this. Yeah. I believe he is. Anyways, I do have a lot of High Templar going down. I have 9 of them there. Psionic Storm is close to being completed. About 20 seconds away. I do have, I think, +2... Oh, I still need armor. I think I messed myself up and never ended up getting the next armor just because I thought I did. I thought I had it. I do have a probe going around scouting as well. I have the Zealot over here just in case he decides to fly in a base. I can see it real easily. I did actually catch a glimpse of that medvac moving around. So I figured he's going to do some type of drop, or that he's got an expansion over here. The direction of that medvac signified to me that it was going this way. Okay, so I drop an expansion down here, and I'm going to start to transfer some probes over a little early, but they're not really mining off of anything anyways, so I might as well. Now I have almost another maxed out army to his 72, so yeah, basically I've won. Again, having this Zealot over here allowed me to see that that medvac was going that way. So I was pretty confident that there's an expansion over there. But I'm going to play with them a little bit. The match could be over by now. Do storm the Vikings and do storm the tanks there, which really isn't the best choice to storm. This class is going over. Do storm a lot of SCVs right there. And as you can see, a lot of them just get roasted away. Pushing a few units in here. Tactical nuke. It looks like he's nuking somewhere. He might be trying to nuke on my units. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I do move my probes away, and you know, was just very cautious when it came to that. I was kind of hoping that he did actually know what to do with the nuke and it would actually hit something, but as you can see, he doesn't. So yeah, it didn't do anything. Income, again, I'm at 72 harvesters to his 23 at this point. So at this point, I can just throw away units left and right, and there's really no big deal. So the longer he sits back and doesn't do anything, the more energy I will have on my High Templar. Yeah, that's a lot of High Templar. That's what, 15? Yeah. Usually I don't get that many against Terran, but I'm just screwing around with them. Again, you guys can see, I could have won by this point. But dropping another base down here, dropping another one down here. Have this guy working on the rocks right here because, again, I saw that bed back going that way, so I figured that he had an expansion. Going to be working down these rocks as well. The reason why I chose not to get the high yield so early, again, because it's so close to his base, that I didn't want him to come in and just destroy it for no reason. So here we go with another engagement. He has a high ground. I did get a really good storm, couple storms there. And then I'm going to come back down here, kill a couple SCVs, storm on the SCVs. Storm does a little damage to my own units, so I'm really not too worried about it. Killing that command center, and just pull him back again. This guy's going to accuse me of cheating, going to screw with me, and talk shit the whole time. So I'm going to fuck with him and make him sit here the whole time. As you can see, my observer finally did come over here to verify that there is an expansion. This Zealot has been doing a great job. He's got these rocks down to about 600 HP by this point. So I am going to be moving my units over here. Now usually I'd only send about maybe 10 or 12 units as a kill squad and leave the rest over here. But I'm not worried at all. I know this is his only mining expansion because I've scouted around the map and locked this one down. And I've known I killed a lot of SCVs. So yeah. I know this is all he's got, really, and by this point I'm completely mined out, so I know he is as well. So just come in here, drop a couple more storms, easily destroy all of the workers, and then of course the command center catches fire, and then that's that. He has absolutely no workers at this point. It looks like though he is deciding to try to finally attack me for a change, and it looks like he got a decent amount of an army. Got a lot of probes down here, probably going to end up dying. But, yeah, that's a lot of units. Not really. That's 73. That's 73 supply worth of attacking units. That's it, because he's got no harvesters. So, yeah. That's what a 73 supply Terran army looks like. Exactly right there. This little probe is... Careful. Oh, no, probe! Hey, he gets a couple good EMPs up here, of course, but not really worried about it. I have the high ground so I can see because of that. Do storm those marauders. Probably could have fed back these dropships, but again, I'm not that worried about it. Got enough stalkers here that I just destroyed it. Zealot's, of course, closing the gap and taking them all out. And that's all he's got, guys. That is it. So I'll throw one more storm, kill a couple of my own units for funsies. Fucking bullshit. He doesn't even GG. He got highly outplayed, accused me of hacking, and yeah, so yeah. That was that game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully there's some entertainment value or some comedic value to you. Let's see exactly what his base looked like. It looks like he had a Ghost Academy. He had 2, 4, 6, 8 racks. 8 racks and 1 factory and 1 starport. And here you go, guys. He supply blocked himself so many freaking times that he had to do supply drops. I was wondering why throughout the game he wasn't scanning me at all. This is why right here. And that's also why he's got another one right there. Holy shit, this kid's bad. But yeah, that's also why his income wasn't that high, is because he used 4 freaking 450 units of energy worth the supply drop. So. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and look forward to the next one.